We are part of the Trust Project. Over the next 6 days, both CSKA Moscow and Manchester City fans will travel to Manchester United's Theatre of Dreams. The biggest club stadium in the UK has a reputation for being a beautiful ground with a sometimes disappointing atmosphere. But does Old Trafford's reputation actually match up with reality? We asked travelling supporters from other Premier League clubs to share their experiences of watching football at Old Trafford to see whether reality matches up with the rhetoric. This is what they said. Old Trafford is an amazing stadium which is great for away fans. As well as going to one of the most historic stadiums in Britain, they gave you a great welcome when you walk into the ground, with the stewards being very helpful. The Manchester United fans came in numbers, with every seat being taken. However, the atmosphere from home fans wasn't great, which is the same with most large football grounds, but the away fans have been great every time I've been there. The views have been great every time I've been there too, as the away fans are in the corner, so you get a great view no matter where you sit at Old Trafford. I visited Old Trafford at the start of last season, as Southampton were unfortunately defeated 2-0. The stadium is one of the most iconic in world football, and it certainly didn't disappoint. The atmosphere left much to be desired, but the stadium, speaking in general terms, was a wonderful spectacle to behold. The viewing appeared to be more than reasonable from all angles of the away end, and there was appropriate consideration for the travelling supporters. It's easy to see just why Old Trafford is held in such a high global esteem, and I was thoroughly impressed by the stadium. As you can imagine, the United fans don't exactly make us feel welcome at Old Trafford, and the walk from the coaches to the stadium can be a bit of a gauntlet at times, with it not uncommon to have things launched at your head. The stadium itself is magnificent, and the atmosphere when we go there is usually very good. I've seen us hammer United at Old Trafford, and I've seen us take a beating too. Winning there is unbelievable, and getting kept behind by the police isn't the end of the world when we were celebrating a win, but it's awful when we've lost. I've never really had too many issues with stewards at Old Trafford, but the policing, at times, can be a bit over the top, especially outside the ground when you can get treated like a hooligan just because you're a visiting supporter. Old Trafford was a great experience, especially when the Crystal Palace fans created an amazing atmosphere. The home crowd wasn't great, they were silent for most parts and only sang when they were winning. We were treated fairly, however. It was annoying when the stewards kept telling us to sit down when all we wanted to do was have a day out and support our team for their efforts on the pitch. The view was superb from the away end, as it wasn't too high up and allowed you to see the pitch clearly. Old Trafford is an exceptional venue, and I would certainly travel there again to watch Palace. I went to Old Trafford to watch Burnley back in 2016, expecting us to get a bit of a hammering if I'm honest, even if United had been in poor form. In the end, we got a very good 0-0 draw, as Tom Heaton played one of the best games I've seen from a goalkeeper. The stadium itself is brilliant, both in terms of its size and the sense of history you get when you visit. The stewarding was pretty fair, and we had no real issues with the opposition fans either. Atmosphere-wise, it was a bit flat, although the fans were quick to get on referee Mark Clattenburg's back when he sent Ander Herrera off, and it got worse when he sent Jose Mourinho to the stands. I expected them to get behind their team a bit more, but that didn't really happen. It was like they were waiting for the players to inspire them, rather than the other way around. The view of the game from the away stand is probably the best in the league, as you feel close enough to the action whilst still being able to see what's going on. All contributing fans write for the Reed Network.